Well, now we're going to look at something called undefined slope. And an undefined slope is when we would find ourselves in a situation to where, of course, slope being the change in y over the change in x, that our change in x would equal 0. In other words, we have a 0 in the denominator, and you can't divide something by 0. That's undefined. Now, in terms of linear equations, if we have an undefined slope, well, then we have a graph that is a vertical line. It's a vertical line, and therefore it's not a function because it can't pass the vertical line test, but that would give us an undefined slope. So let's proceed here and look at what we've got. It says find the slope of the line that passes through each pair of points. And so we got two coordinates here on this first one, 6, 3 and 6, 7. And let's just proceed. We're going to do the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So our y2 is 7, and our y1 is 3 over, and x2 is 6, and x1 is 6. And as we start to solve this, 7 minus 3 is 4, but 6 minus 6 is 0. And so here I'm about to try to divide by 0, which we can't do. That's undefined. And we've got a vertical line. And so if we were to graph that, and if this was our y-axis and this is our x-axis, we would see that out here where x is equal to 6, let's say right here at this point right here, then we would have a graph that would look something similar to that. It would just be a vertical line. Well, let's go ahead and do the next one. We can see that we're going to have a similar situation. Let's see, y2 is equal to -1 minus y1 over x2, which is -3. And then we got minus x1, which is also -3. And as we start to solve that, -1 minus 2, it gives us -3 here in the numerator. And -3 minus -3, well, that's going to make that a positive. So I got -3 plus 3, again 0, out here undefined. And if we were to graph that, let me use a little bit different color here. If we were to graph that out here, let's say where x is -3, I'd have a vertical line. And so there we go. There's some examples of an undefined slope. If you find yourself that your change in x results in 0, then we have an undefined slope or a vertical line on the coordinate plane.